Hello and welcome to the Small YouTuber Show. My name's Johnny, and today we are going to be talking to a YouTuber who literally had the YouTube algorithm at his feet. But let me start with the housekeeping. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to the channel so you won't miss out on any of my future content. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. I know that I'll read them out and hopefully we'll be able to answer them. I have some absolutely amazing content creators lined up to join me on the show over the next few weeks and months. They're coming from all walks of life, and I believe that their YouTube journeys will help us all to grow and improve our content. Now, this is really, really crazy. I'm about to play for you a clip that literally went viral. Check this video out.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Josiah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Josiah. Happy birthday to you. Blow, baby. Blow.
No, blow.
Blow.
Go.
Blow. Blow. The other way.
Go, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Oh. Eat it.
I always find that video hilarious. Now, that is a short. Now, my question to you is this. How many views do you believe that short got? Do you think 10,000, 50,000, maybe even 100,000? Well, you would all be wrong if you thought that, because that short, as of this date, has had over 52 million views. Just imagine what that must feel like. Something that you filmed has struck a chord with like the worldwide audience, and the numbers just keep rising. Well, I am very, very pleased to introduce to a person to introduce to the live stream a person that actually happened to. So let me add Ray to the stream. Hello, Rey of R&A Legacy. How are you doing?
Good. Glad to be back on live. How are you doing, Mr. Johnny?
Yeah, I'm very, very well. I mean, thank you and welcome to the Small YouTuber Show. I mean, I've given an introduction to a big chunk of your YouTube journey, and I'm really hoping that in the show today we go through that, talk about it, and we can share and hopefully learn some tips as a channel. You know, things that are good, some of the good things, some of the bad things. We will definitely go through that today. So my very first question I'm going to ask you is, I want you to think back to one day before you posted that video. I want you to tell me a little bit about your channel, how many subscribers you had at the channel at the time, what was your average views on the channel one day before you posted that video.
Oh my gosh. So one day before that video, or when we did the birthday celebration, I
Yeah.
think we were sitting at just under 1,000. I'm gonna guess around 900 subscribers.
That's
And
insane.
then we were barely scratching maybe 50, 60 views.
Yeah.
About barely 50, 60 views per video, and long form video, and I just remember, they released the short button. That was when they started doing shorts at the beta form, I believe. And we were like,
Yeah.
you know what, let's try it out, let's see,
Yeah.
and the very next
So,
day.
sorry,
Go ahead.
Elevate with Vern. Great day, my friend Johnny and guest. Thank you so much for popping in and showing your appreciation. I really do appreciate you being here. Thank you. So the reason why I asked you that question was
Mhm.
because, to put it, I want to sort of build a context. The context is that you were not a monetized channel. You had
Nope.
900 subscribers. You were pushing out content and maybe getting 60 views. You know that. Oh, and sorry, I have to quickly give shout out to Thrifty Angela. Oh my God, it's been too long. Thank you so much. I know it's been a long time. It's been nearly 4 years. But it's not about me today. We are talking with Ray from R&A Legacy about his YouTube journey. I really do hope that you can hang out with us during the live, because we've got some really great things to talk about. Yeah, so I was trying to build context. I was trying to sort of get the idea that you had been, you know, your journey was, you're still doing well. You'd still picked up 900 subscribers on that journey. And then obviously Josiah's birthday.
Right.
Are you doing you're filming?
Yes.
Is it you? So,
Yes.
so you're filming, and in your mind you're thinking, I know, I'll do a long form, sorry, a short video. So you're filming upright.
Right.
And you know, in a sense, you're doing something that you're not used to do, because most of us, we're filming that way, aren't we? We're holding
Right.
the camera that way. It's completely
Right.
different to what we're used to. We're now
Right.
doing it this way. I want you to now tell me, like, what was the emotions? What happened once you'd uploaded your, you know, Josiah's birthday party picture and what a video of what happened? Talk us through what happened next.
So that day, it was raw. So we recorded, just a normal clip, and I recorded normally, and I'm like, I should have done it sideways, but I didn't. I just did normally how we all would, just for memories on our phone.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what told me, just upload it on YouTube as a short. Try it out, see if it works,
Yeah.
And that, if I was to tell you, that video had no tags, no descriptions, nothing attached to it. I just
So everything
uploaded
that we're
raw.
told to do, everything that we're told when we do a video, do your tags, make sure you get
Yeah.
all of it,
Yeah.
go through all the process. You didn't do any of that.
None of that. None of that. As soon as that moment ended where he put the cake on his head and
Yeah.
Anissa screamed, was that same moment I uploaded.
And that was it.
That was it. And I believe that first day we didn't get that much views, and then next thing you know, I believe I contacted you and I said, "Hey Johnny, what's going on with the video?" And you're like, "You're going viral,
Wow.
my friend." And that was like
Yeah.
the following day, and then next thing you know, we just start seeing an increase and jump in subscribers and numbers, and
Yeah.
we're just like, "Oh my god, it's happening."
So Verna just said, can we drop the channel? Do you know what? I'm so sorry, I completely forgot to do that. So check out R&A Legacy. I've got their channel up on the screen. And oh my goodness, I've just got to quickly say hello to, I've got to say this name right, Habanotsia. It's my friend from Finland. Welcome back, Johnny. I really miss these live streams. Thank you so much for hanging out with us in the live stream. I'm gonna have to just reach out to you guys later. I did actually see one of your drone videos a couple of days ago, but it's not about me today. But don't get me wrong, I am so grateful that you guys have popped in. So thank you so much for being here. So did it hit off straight away? Was there a gap? Did you sort of go to bed and wake up and it started? What was the way in which that video went from 0 to 52 million?
It was a gap. There was a little, not a big gap, but there was definitely
Right?
a gap. I think we went to sleep with, I think, 70 views, 80 views. Woke up again and it was at 3,000. Then I just, okay, cool, 3,000 views. Next, 2 hours later, I'm
Yeah.
looking at my tube buddy, and it was already at 20,000, and I was like, what? And every time I would refresh and refresh, it would just climb and climb, like something you would want to happen in a dream. You just refresh and refresh, and then you see the views jump, you see the subscribers jump, and you're just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But
That's
then,
amazing.
yeah, and then we hit our first million, and I was like, wow, okay, cool. You know, we were at a
Our
million. I was like,
first
okay,
million.
yeah, first million views. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, we're okay with, you know, and then it just kept on going from there. And in my mind, I'm like what do we do now? You know, like we didn't
Yeah,
know what to do.
yeah.
I- And then yeah, we were. I think we climbed from one, obviously 1,000 subscribers to two, three, and then next thing you know it, by the end of the week, we were at 20, and I was like,
20,000 subscribers.
in 1 week, yeah. And then I was like, I don't know what to do next. Like, do I upload? But then like I was like, if we upload, are we going to distract the algorithm right now, you know, or what? So there was a gap period where we didn't upload. We were like, well, just wait for it to stop. Kind of like wait for the spout to stop dripping, right? So we're sitting there like, okay, when is it gonna stop?
Amazing. Yeah,
3 weeks in, I think we were at like think 20 million views already. And I'm just like, I don't know when it's gonna stop. And me and Anissa were talking, and then I believe I talked to you about it too. And I was like,
yeah.
okay, so what do we do from here?
And what was funny was I'm sitting there going, so the theoretically, you just got to ride it out. But I'm not
Yeah,
speaking from experience because I've never had a video that's gone. You suddenly became from being one of the smaller channels to being the biggest channel I knew. I was like, this is insane. And yes, Vernon says, congratulations. It
thank you.
was,
Thank
it
you.
was an amazing experience. It was one of those moments when you think, wow, I'm seeing what viral looks like. I've never seen that. I've never
Yeah,
experienced that. But this video, this live stream, the title is Don't Go Viral. It's not Go Viral. The title of this live stream is about why going viral can potentially be dangerous if you are a small channel. And yes, please, Verda said, may I ask a question?
of
Please, any
course.
questions, by all means, please put them out. I will do my very best to make sure that we all get these questions answered. So please, if you're watching and if you think you've got a question, please, by all means, put it in the comment section. We will try our very best to answer it. Or
Of course.
obviously not me, because it's not about me. It's about Ray here. So if you've got a question for him, fire away, please do. Yeah, so we were talking, when we talked about this before the live stream, I was saying, well, your experience is probably one of the best experiences to talk about the pros and the cons
Right.
of going viral. So how do you feel, and are you still connected to your audience? So that question, I want to put a pin in that question because we are literally gonna come to it. I'm about 3 questions away from that very question, so we're on the same
Very good
wavelength.
question.
Yeah, it was a fantastic question, very very good question actually, and I think that it's something that we will naturally evolve into as we discuss. But thank you so much for that. So this has happened overnight. You've got this massive channel. It's grown exponentially that you could never have imagined or ever believed that this could happen, and it's
Right.
happened, right? You spent a day away because you thought, well, what do I do? And to a certain extent, you're not prepared for this, are you? It's like when you win the
Nope.
lottery. If you win the
Yeah.
lottery, if you win money and you're not used to being money, what do I do?
Right.
Do I buy a helicopter? Do I buy a mansion? Do I move to Dubai? I mean, what do you do? These are the sort of things that if you're not used to it, it can become quite daunting.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I now want us to talk in many ways around what Vern was saying about that connection.
Okay.
So what's happened? So now that did you feel that you were now separated from the audience? From remember, your loyal 900 subscribers has now exploded to 144,000 or something. It was really high, wasn't it? It was a really high number.
Right, right, yeah. So if you looked at the full subscriber count that we've gotten from that video, we would actually already have our plaque. We were at plus 146,000 subscribers from that video alone. And this is
Yeah.
where we go into the topic of, do I feel connected with the audience? And prior to that, let's backtrack. This is when shorts started actually been right in the bare bone beginning. Nobody knew shorts. Shorts was just like a test subject during the beginning of the trial stages. When our video went viral, we did not know what to do either. Same thing, winning the lottery. I remember what you told me was, you got to start thinking like a big YouTuber now.
Yeah, I did.
I remember that
and
because
the bad thing is that you can't think. I was advising you purely and simply because it was. I didn't. You were doing something that I could only wish. I was theoretical. When I was studying YouTube and going through the algorithm and learning the terms of everything that I did was all theoretical. It wasn't in real. You were doing it in real. And I said to you, you're going to now have to start thinking big because that's the reality of it all.
Right. Yeah. And just to answer on elevated with Vern's question, how do I feel? Honestly, it's an amazing experience. Don't get us wrong. It was amazing to see that. And if we're connected with the audience, I would say less than 5% of the audience from that video, we are still connected. And I'm being truthful, being honest, and that's the reason why we're here today. So the thing about that is prior to doing that short, we were a long form channel. And we found out that a lot of our audience that were attracted to that short don't really watch our long form stuff. So we would post a long form, and our first thing was, we should be able to get 100 or like 1,000 views or 10,000 views on our long form now with the subscribers that we've gotten, right?
Yeah.
That would, when you look at a channel, you would say, 40,000 subscribers, they should be averaging over 1,000 views or, more than that, right? We were still getting the 100, 200 views, even when we were posting long form. But this is where the irony comes in. As soon as we posted a short, we hit 500,000 views.
Wow!
Like if you go to the following shorts that we did was with Naya and Josiah, we were getting thousands of views, and this is where we didn't. So we normally didn't want to be a short channel, and this is what I told Johnny too in the beginning. We wanted to be a long form family vlogging channel.
Yeah,
and we felt that YouTube deemed us a shorts channel because of our viral. So now the algorithm just pulls us left, no matter where we're no matter if we're trying to do this, it just pulls us one way because our audience is geared to that way. And very few of our audience actually came and watched our long form. We've had a couple, a good amount, but nowhere near what your level of subscriber to view count would be.
I feel like it was a case of almost like being typecasted.
Yes.
You had now become very public, and in the eyes of the algorithm, you were now a short channel.
Correct.
Because you accidentally fell into the short channel model,
right?
Where the 900 subscribers that you had before then appreciated your long form work, your long form content. Sorry, there's another question up here. I didn't see that one. Have you changed the way you go live or drop content now? So, is that?
I believe that's maybe for you. I think that's
I don't know, but so if it's for me, I doubt it. But if it is for me, I've only 5 videos in, so 5 live streams in. I'm starting from scratch. So, I would like to interview as many YouTubers as I can, and get them on the show and talk about their content and their channels. But oh no, it was for you. It was for R&A. See, it's not about me; it's about you. So I apologize for talking there. Oh, that you love going live.
I know, I love it too. It's honestly, at first I was a little nervous because we haven't been live in a while, but you know what? It's now it brings back good times.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice.
So we haven't done this is like I mentioned, this is my first live in over, I believe, 2 years.
Mhm.
2 years. And the way we drop content now is, yeah, we still follow the methods, tags, everything, descriptions, filling out your tags, doing what you can, looking for good thumbnails, good titles.
Mhm.
And also too, like, it's we actually changed our niche, and we'll get to that a little later, but
Yeah.
again, not for the reason we wanted to, but just because we fell into it during COVID and it took off
Mm.
that way. So our channel is like hybrid from from a shorts to what we're doing now, which is why we branched off and did another channel for our family stuff. But yeah, we haven't. Love you, Johnny. But as far as that, we still stuck to the roots, still stuck to what we do. Same thing,
Yeah.
tags and everything. And we kind of left shorts alone for a little bit, just because we were being stubborn. I'm being completely honest. We did not want to become a shorts channel.
Yeah.
We wanted to be a family channel, and I believe by doing that made YouTube think, okay, what are you doing? Like, we're giving you your bread and butter, but why are you still pushing out
Keys to the
content?
kingdom, brother. You got the keys to the
Exactly.
kingdom.
Exactly. And they were like,
Yeah.
and I was telling Lisa, if we would have stuck to the shorts from that point on till now and did what we did, we would have had 1 million subscribers.
Yeah. I think what you have to imagine was going back then, the short form content was being dominated by TikTok.
Right.
In
Right.
Instagram, these were dominating the short form, and
Exactly.
YouTube was like, I need to get in on that, so they came out with the shorts,
Yeah.
and it was. I think your son. I can hear your son.
I know that's my daughter. She's
Oh,
singing in the background.
yeah, the whole drive to get people to go into short form. If you knew, obviously, if you knew this a few years ago, that TikToks and Instagram would be massive in the short form, and long form would almost be like the older uncle. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
And so you as you said, maybe if you'd had a coach who was experienced enough, he might have said,
Right.
"Do you know what? I
Right.
know that you don't want to be I know you don't want to be a shorts creator,
Yeah.
but it might be in your best interests to do that." You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and
That's
and
very
as I
true.
said, and like what Vernon said, people, it's horses for courses. You get people that love long form because they can immerse themselves in the content.
Yeah.
They can just, enjoy what they see. But then for some, it is that instant 30-second dopamine rush. They need to, I want to laugh at something really funny, or I want to learn something really
Right.
quick. And, the dopamine that goes to the brain hits it straight away. And then they can move on to the next dopamine rush and the next
Yeah.
dopamine rush. And I think that's probably because even your short isn't fast. It's just, but it's a catalog of errors that kept going from one thing to another to another.
Yeah. Yeah.
And obviously at the time the algorithm was like, I don't understand what's going on here, but I'm going to push it. I'm
Yeah.
going to push it. I'm going to push it to the American market. I'm going to throw it to Europe. I'm going to throw it to Asia. I'm going to throw it to
Mhm.
Africa. I'm going to throw it to the whole world and see what happens. And that's what happens when you do that.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. And one of the big experiences is going when you go viral, you're exposed to a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Um, a lot of things, a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of
Mhm.
comments.
Both good
And
and bad.
good and bad. Yes, that was the thing. Like,
Mm.
you're exposed to trolls for the first time, and man, some of these people will tell you some very ugly things, and
Yeah.
it can be hurtful. It can be demeaning, and it and we're sitting there like, oh, what did we comment back? Did we comment anything back, or leave it alone, or what? You
Mm.
know, it's like, after you're exposed to a lot of all that at once, you're like, wow, is this what the real the
Mm.
YouTube world is like?
But can I ask you a question?
Sure.
In hindsight, obviously hindsight's a useless thing now, but you had a niche, and your niche was this. This is what you were going to be doing, but your video was not part of your niche.
No, no, by
Would
no
you
means,
have
no.
would you have ever considered pivoting and changing to suit that new demand? Would you have said, okay, I'm not going to be long form, I'm going to be short form, and I'm now going to do these kinds of videos to keep going with that? Would you have done that?
Yes, if I had to do it all over again, I would have
You
done that.
would.
I
Right.
would have.
Okay.
I would have went with the audience, what they liked, and then
Yeah.
that would have
Do you
helped
think
us
that that's
through.
sustainable though? Because it's not your interest.
It was not, yes, and it would have been very hard. I just think how we wanted to grow so fast, we would have
Hmm.
went with what the audience wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, even though it wasn't what we liked in the beginning, we would have found some way to make it work. But it would still been, like something we would have to grow liking, and then we hopefully would hope one day that our long form takes off. But I would have
Right.
still kept on continuing pushing shorts, and to this
Yeah.
very day, if we did, but we let the confusion get the best of us. We let us being stubborn get the best of us, and us
Hmm.
growing, as a channel, and trying to figure it out. We've had people try to say, "Oh, we're scammers because we bought our views." I was like, "No, I can show you the analytics now. We didn't buy none of the views." Like
Yeah.
we've had that, and I even showed you like we were climbing. We're like, I don't know
It
what to
was
do.
insane. I know. It was an
Um,
amazing experience. It was an
right.
absolutely amazing experience to watch your channel grow. And then it was almost like, you got what many small creators would dream of, and you got it in the space of like a month.
Yeah.
You know, and so your exponential growth, the video went viral. You were sitting on this baby, as it were, and you were like, "What do I do now?"
Yeah.
But you
Exactly.
stayed true to. But the thing is, I feel that because you stayed true to your niche, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think the fact that you stayed with your niche meant that you stayed true to yourself. Because if you were doing something that you wasn't really you, you'd run out, you'd burn out, you'd eventually hate it
Yeah.
because you're doing something that's not you. The fact
And
is, you're a family channel. You like doing things together with your family. I mean, that birthday party was you with your family. You were
yeah.
doing what you do.
Right.
Um, the obviously the dangers of that is trying to chase to better that. Now I don't
Right.
know. I don't know if that's possible to better
That's
52 million views. I don't know if it is possible. Um, but you
and
shouldn't. You can't write it out. You may well do,
right.
but it's hard to replicate,
It's
isn't
it's
it?
very it's hard to replicate because I don't think we'll ever put up another video that make that many views ever again.
Well, you
But
say that, but
honestly,
then you did get a 500,000. Um, you got a video that did 500,000, didn't you? A
yeah,
short.
yeah,
Yeah,
right after that too. Did 500,000, did 10,000, did 20,000. We did things that we posted videos after. That's where we're like, wait, we just became a shorts channel.
yeah.
And And I just saw a comment from Thrifty Angela. You think that you have to do what makes you what you love, and yeah. See, at that point, I
Hmm.
feel like we fell into the YouTube world of we just want to go viral. We just want to go big. We'll do whatever it takes to go big.
Yeah.
As of right now, if I was to rechase it, I would change the shorts, or I would not even honestly. I would have stuck and be consistent with long form and grow it
Okay.
you know, just because your audience is going to grow with you. It
Hmm.
will take a lot longer, but it will be consistent. You know, with us, it's like you putting like a can of nitrous in your car and it's going fast, but then now it stops. Now you're
Yeah.
like, what do you do, right? Which led us to what we're doing now is reactions because we feel like we've grabbed a lot of audience from the reaction world during
Hmm.
COVID. Again, during COVID, it was hard to find content to do.
Yeah. Because you're not
you
going
know,
outside, are you?
yeah. I mean, there's only so many challenges you could do indoors. There's only so many things you could do indoors.
Yeah.
So we did a reaction during that time, and
Hmm.
that took off. And we're like, okay, you know what? Hey, let's start doing reactions. In the meantime, until we find things to do, Now we have audience from the reaction world that don't really watch our vlogging stuff, you
Right.
know? So we were getting, like 10,000, 15,000 views on our reaction stuff and couldn't convert those people. So, which led us to where we're at right now, where we're like, okay, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and branch the channels. Because
Yeah.
this is where I would want to start over with the vlogging, which we have Life of R&A now. There's no content on that, guys, but please go subscribe. There'll be content upcoming soon. That is going to be strictly for family vlogging, everything as well. And R&A Legacy is going to keep its name and become a full reaction channel with full, pretty much full restructures. As you can see with the backdrop, it's going to have its own studio. It's going to do a lot of sit down stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's we had to come to this to split the audience up to make it fair, and because we still do enjoy vlogging, but it was just because every time we would post a video, it made us feel like, oh man, nobody's watching it. Well, and we figured out why. It's because our channel has been deemed too many different things but family channel now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
it
YouTube,
was so in terms of your in terms of your niche, the
yeah,
algorithm was trying to understand what you were because you would
right,
do different subjects. So do you feel now that you've sort of buckled down now and this is a theme and you're going to go with that? Is
correct,
that
yes,
right? Okay. Well, that's only a positive thing if that's what you're going to be doing.
right.
Do you still feel that you are a small channel?
I still feel I am. I still feel I am. I mean, the subscribers might see it, but the subscribers, obviously the numbers are big, but I still feel like I'm one with the guys.
Hmm.
I'm one with the crowd. I knew what it's like growing in the YouTube world, being where we were. So I feel like
Yeah.
I'll never leave the small world of YouTube. Just just be humble about it as growing up.
Yeah.
I still support a lot of small YouTubers because I know what it feels like to want to grow. I feel for
Yeah.
a lot of channels. Um, the best advice I could ever give is when you do record or post is try to improve. Find things to nitpick about to improve your video. That's the
Hmm.
best thing we've been doing. And with with all of our new content, we've been pretty much be our own critique and making an improvement on making it better, making it better.
Yeah. So obviously before before you blew up with the viral video, YouTube was a part of your journey. YouTube
Correct.
had been part of your life. You were doing things. Um, do you think that that viral video propelled you into taking it more seriously? Do you believe that where because that video, it kind of forced you into, now I'm going to be taking this a lot more serious? Or do you think you were already serious from the beginning?
I felt like we were already serious. If anything, that viral video made us more serious, but at the same time more
Okay.
confused, more
Yeah.
more more uncertain of where to go. And again, we were fresh, new to it, as among as a lot of other content creators,
Hmm.
especially with shorts and even going viral. And it's true. Like we try to grow and try to see what fits us. And during that time when we went viral, we did not know what would fit us anymore, what was happening.
Right.
So we were kind of honestly just playing it by ear, playing it by trial and error. At the end of the day, um, a lot of times it made us feel demotivated, seeing that we posted a long form and we didn't get nowhere with it.
Okay. So what
And
do you get disappointed if one of your video, what's your average view count on a video that you would post?
during that time or now.
Say now, what's your average?
So now, if it was a family vlog,
Hmm.
about 100 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can see why that kind of made us feel a little demotivated,
Yeah.
a little like what's going on with our channel,
Yeah.
and we just to put it out there, we've talked to with consultants about our
Hmm.
channel and trying to figure out what is YouTube thinking about our channel.
Hmm.
Um, Pretty
And
much,
was that the result? Was what this expert said was that the algorithm considers your channel for short format rather
Right.
than long form.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
It said, they pretty much said your views. I mean, if you really took off the shorts, how many views were we really at? Right.
Yeah,
With long form, maybe what, 3,000 to 5,000 views at max,
it's amazing.
So you sit there and you realize, and you're like, wow, like, and then, people tend to like, oh, this guy's got 64,000 subscribers, but he's barely got 100 views on vlogging, and they don't understand
Mm,
why. And then that's
mm,
same thing with us. We didn't understand why,
yeah.
because the views and subscribers don't add up, right? But if you go to our shorts, we're we are constantly in the 10,000, 20,000 range, and it's like, even recently we posted a
I
couple of
think the
shorts, and it's
message.
already
I can see that the message was there. You didn't just explode. You were like a nuclear bomb in
yeah,
terms of the growth. But you can't put that back in the box. It's out there now,
right,
and
right,
and people will check your content based on the algorithm. Because I
right.
watched a video yesterday where it said change the word algorithm to the word audience. Your audience will actively seek out your short content, and
Yes,
the audience
yeah,
will push your short content because it's pushed your short content out before and found success. So
right.
why wouldn't it? But it hasn't pushed out your long form because there's no need.
No, yeah, our click rate has been horrible. It's been
Right.
like under. I think it's been, our long form has been under 1.9% click rate.
Right. Okay.
And then
Wow.
if you go to our shorts, I think our latest short had 101%. Like, you
So
can tell
that,
the difference in the analytics of it.
yeah.
It's so crazy, how it works. And then, like, our video might get a couple hits there and there, no likes, no nothing.
Mm.
Then you're like, well, what's to
What's
us?
interesting? Sorry, go
Yeah,
on.
like, and then to us, it was like we put in all this time and energy into
Mm.
vlogging all day, editing for hours on end, trying to make it better just to get 100 views.
Wow.
And it's like, wow. And
So
that's
then
what
my question then to you will be, what do you use? What's your remedy to avoid being discouraged? What sort of things are you doing so that the disappointments of your content, how do you keep yourself motivated?
now,
Yeah.
being self-motivated, I'm not gonna lie, it is truly hard, but
Right.
I see success and I see it can happen all the way
Hmm.
across YouTube. You see other channels, get bigger and, find ways around it, and you learn. And learning is my motivation right now. Just sit back, learning from others, small and big, seeing where they're going, see what they're doing. It's like, I think with the mindset I have right now, or a lot of us in the YouTube world grows as we get more further into YouTube, we realize that, like, wow, we need, like, there's so much that we've missed, you know,
Yeah.
so many things that have changed, like so much thing. And then also too, like, trends and stuff, to be motivated, it's sometimes it can be hard. And I'm sure
Yeah.
you understand it can be very hard. Um, and with that being said, like, self-motivating is definitely a very, very hard structural thing to do. But when you find that right area to learn and to improve and to see your
Hmm.
improvement, be around positive people that will help you, it's definitely plus. Around good, strong YouTube communities that were willing to be positive, it's really important, you
Yeah.
know.
I know it's
And
you mentioned about the mindset, but um, in terms of your attitude to YouTube, do you see it as a business or do you see it as a lucrative hobby? How do you how do you how do you view it?
I view it as a hobby because
Right.
I feel it's a lot more fun that way.
Yeah.
Because, like, I wouldn't, like, for instance, when I react I wouldn't react to anything that would be out of my comfort zone,
Hmm.
because it wouldn't be fun for me. I would want to react to something that's fun, is laughable, enjoyable at the same time as I'm creating content. Same thing with vlogging, it's you would want to vlog somewhere where you're comfortable, you're having fun.
Hmm.
Vlogging, when you're having fun, it's more natural. I feel like
Yeah.
when it becomes a happy, it's more natural. It's more in depth, more raw. It's more connectivity. A lot more emotions involved.
Yeah.
When you treat it like a business, you trying to tend to think one way, and then I feel like, uh, I've never had that mindset of thinking it as, oh no, this is a business, even though YouTube is a business, but if you keep the mindset of, this is your hobby, I think you'll go a lot further and you'll be happy doing it down the road and less stress.
Yeah. I mean, so obviously you do whatever you can to avoid being demotivated.
Of course.
Whether it be just yourself or comments that come in that may not be the nicest comments. Do you have a strategy, or do you have a regime where you'll say, right, I'm going to post 2 videos a week, or do you have a set strategy to keep, how is it that you stay consistent?
So right now, our new method is we're going to be doing a lot of stockpiling, having content on a schedule. That way, in case if the kids get sick, we couldn't film. We already have footages back on. Now, the bad thing about that is we found out is, let's say you already got 6-7 videos already in queue, and it's Christmas. You can't really post a Christmas vlog in June, right? You know what I mean? You would want to post it around the same time. So you have to insert that into a video and, kind of move everything back. So when it comes down to seasonal stuff, we realize that has to be pushed ahead of the list and get out. Otherwise, it's going to be falling out of the season. You don't want to put like Vlogmas in.
Yeah, and do it. No, I get that. No, it's true.
Yeah,
Vern has put a couple of comments on it. I just want to quickly mention, but she says, I want my audience to know me, not just be hi bye. That is always going to be the battle between long and short form. As I said before, the short form concept is just quick dopamine rushes. It's just 30 seconds, 60 seconds, next one, 30 seconds, 2 seconds, next one. There isn't that I'm going to sit down and enjoy a long form. And it may be based on age, I don't know, but it just feels like YouTube has been split in half with,
it has been split in half.
with some that have massive followings in terms of long form and massive in short form. And then Thrifty Angela said, yes, I agree. I don't do YT as a business. I think you do it for fun. You're right. It's a lot less stressful. That is very true. Eventually, you will, as we all grow, will have that business mindset, because you think you're going to need to have a certain level of business mindset to be, uploading your content at this time, understand your analytics so you know when to post. There's got to be certain things that will be business like, but you do still need to be able to enjoy what you do.
Of course.
So did you get a financial gain from your viral video?
Honestly, no. We did not get any money from that viral video.
Okay. Was that because at the time you were not a monetized channel?
That, and I believe Shorts just recently was able to deem for ads not too long ago.
Yeah.
And that was the another thing is, financially, we didn't get no financial gain out of it, even though we were getting little from our long form, but yeah, we never saw financial gain from our shorts.
And the funny thing is that, as you said, shorts back then was experimental. They hadn't quite understood how it would fit in the YouTube model.
Right.
So that's probably, I think if you did that now, if you recreated that now, you'd be probably in Thailand right now, right?
Right. Yeah. We would definitely be doing a lot of travel vlogging for sure.
Yeah. And that's the thing. So, you've done lots of videos with your family. You do day trips, you film your holidays, you film the vlogs, all this kind of stuff. Do you spend a great deal of time do you do the editing, or is it Anissa who does all of that kind of thing?
I do the main editing.
Yeah.
I edit off of my computer.
Kai, welcome to the stream. Hello, Kai Creative. You guys introduced me to shorts. See that? Crazy. You introduced Kai to shorts.
Thank you, brother. Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
He's,
welcome to
he's
the
been
stream.
giving me
Thank
great.
you
He's
so
been
very
giving me
much.
great tips and advice too. He got me into CapCut now, which is my new software that I'm using over Final Cut Pro.
Wow. So this is the thing. Iron sharpens iron. We are all growing together, and that's
Exactly.
how
Yeah.
we learn. It's an amazing thing. There are so many things that you can learn from other content creators, and sometimes it might just be little things. You know, it doesn't always. It's not gonna. It's not gonna be a big thing. It could just be a technique in how you do your editing. So
Yeah.
obviously, Kai Creative, he has been posting daily tutorials on how to navigate CapCut and make it easy for you to actually edit your videos and
Right.
streamline. And it's brilliant, and it's really, really good. And it's it's free to
Yeah.
learn to improve your content.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, I know. Yeah, iron does definitely sharpen iron. And I learn when I go into other people's live streams now that I'm back on YouTube and I see their technique. I think, oh yeah, that makes sense. I've learned that. Um, if I don't watch myself, I could just be like that, just nodding my head and going,
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be sort of larger than life because
Yes.
you want to keep the viewer entertained.
Yes.
For myself, I'm entertained by the guests that come on this show because I learned so much about their journey. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up for me. Share this out. We have with us an amazing content creator in Rey of R&A Legacy. His channel I'll put on the screen. If you haven't seen his channel or his content, please check him out. He had a viral short a few years ago that hit 52 million views. Absolutely amazing. But obviously, there is also negatives to that because, in terms of it typecasting your content, your channel, you suffered in the long form. You didn't sort of follow it up with other type videos because obviously you didn't. As I said, hindsight is a useless, but actually it's still very helpful to you.
Right. Right.
You so what's next in the journey of, obviously I know you've got two channels, going to be running two channels. What's next? What's on the agenda? Is there going to be regular content every day? Is it going to be a couple of a week? What's the plan?
So the plan is with our main channel, it's going to be strictly reactions now.
Yeah.
It's going to be for our reaction audience, shorts, posting shorts every day. And
Mhm.
we're using shorts now as a semi-marketing strategy. And so what we do is how you did yours. We split our long form into
Mhm.
short form,
Yeah.
and then you can actually attach your long form link into that. And
Yeah.
that's what we've been doing just to grab the audience attention. And a lot of it have been working. It's actually been very successful in that manner as well.
Yeah.
For reactions, haven't had good success in our vlogging videos,
Mm.
which is why we're posting at least twice a week on the reaction channel, a long form every day, short form. And as for our Life of R&A, it's going to be the secondary channel, strictly family challenges, travel vlogs,
Yeah.
something that we will only post that and that channel and grow that audience with people that have and want to watch our family content. And that
Yeah.
is going to be, as soon as we have enough stockpile, we will start releasing. Because vlogging videos take obviously a lot more to edit.
Yes,
Reactions,
that's true.
you can do within a couple of hours and already have it ready.
Yeah.
It's a lot more easier. So we felt that like if we're gonna do vlogging on the other one, we would want to post twice a week as well. Shorts maybe every other day, and keep the content strictly to a family base.
Mhm.
That way, a lot of people that want to see what we're doing, see how we are, catch up with us. But you can always reference your vlogging channel from your reacting
Yeah.
channel as well. Just say if you guys want to watch, go to the link below.
Does it feel like
Um,
you're starting again?
yes, it does feel like
Are,
it,
are you
but
nervous about that? Are you nervous about, you know, going away from the mothership? You're now in a new ship. It's going to be new content for a new set of people. Are you nervous?
honestly, no, not this time. Because I think we learn a lot.
Yeah.
We learned a lot, like, in the battlefield, and we came here already have tools ready to go. As we started doing YouTube, it was a lot of trial and errors,
Yeah.
a lot of trial and errors. Don't get me wrong, we would still learn as we grow, um, but at the end of the day, we already came knowing how to vlog, knowing how to not be shy. I think that's big for content creators, is being in front of a camera.
Yeah.
And
Of course it
that's huge. And then it's like you think of all these ideas before you start,
is.
and then you put the camera to your face and you're like, it just goes blank.
Mm.
At least that's what
I've had,
happened with it.
I know. There are many people that I speak to on a day-to-day basis, and they are highly intelligent people. They know their subject at the back of their hand, but you put a camera in front of them and they just freeze because it's
Right.
not natural. Um, and it's just, some people are good at it and some people are not, and that's just the reality of life. There are things that I struggle with vlogging. I whenever I go on holiday or I do a day trip, I always want to pull out my camera and start vlogging. My wife is so much better at it than I am. That her ability to pull out a camera and just talk,
Yeah.
I will get it. I'll get it. It will be here perfect, here completely wrong. I
Right.
think stop. Need to record that again. She just is in one take, bang, done. But yet when it comes to live streaming, I feel like actually, yeah, I got this. I think I
Yeah.
can do this. And obviously I enjoy being able to speak with people, because all we're doing is a conversation. It's just a
Right.
conversation between me and you, but we have other people listening to it.
Right. Yeah.
So, Thrifty Angela, I'm not great on the camera still, and I'm not a shy person, but I'm horrible on film. That is it, it's crazy, isn't it, that you've been doing content for a lot longer than us, Thrifty Angela, and you still feel that way. She's crazy, isn't it? Because you're not shy, definitely not,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd probably be really good. Maybe you should, as a tester, give it a go and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your wife is amazing and very natural. Thank you so much. I will
She
pass
is.
on that compliment. Yes. I'm trying to convince her to use a selfie stick at the moment. At the moment, we're trying to get her into using a stealth, because she just uses her phone. She's always just used her phone. It's easy to use. And to be honest with you, what do all the experts say? Use the best camera is the one that you use in your hand.
Yeah.
And she's happy with that.
Yeah.
I need to get her a selfie facing camera that's 4K. That's what I need. So if I said to you right now, I'm a new YouTuber, I don't know anything about it, and I want you to give me some advice, what would be the most important bit of advice you would give me as a new YouTuber just starting out in 2024?
I'm glad you answered that question. I'm glad you asked that. So my best advice is, number one, is consistency. Being
Mm-hmm.
consistent is key, because that's how you keep your audience attached. Now, we learn from personally that when you disengage, when you come back, you lose your audience. You lose your attracted audience, because they've probably already gone somewhere
Hello.
else and found. Yeah, you probably, it. Consistency is key. Um, improving on your work, on your content. Be your own critique and improve on it.
Yeah.
That's I would say number two. Always find ways to improve your videos. Look at
Mm-hmm.
yourself, look what you're doing wrong, and fix that mistake for the next video. To
Yeah.
make it a lot more enjoyable. And if you edit, improve on that too as well. Look at ways to, not steal other people's ideas, but look at what they're doing and seeing what you can learn from that. That's what we do. It's like, oh my God, that's actually a great idea. And how can we do it? Because it might not apply to you. It might apply to
Yeah.
me, but not others. Or, it's very different. Um,
Mm.
and the other thing is, find something that you love to do. It's like, if you have a mechanic, a channel, but you're like, okay, cool. But then you want to start another channel with cooking because you love cooking. Start a new channel with cooking. Don't mix your channels up.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
will hurt. That will definitely hurt. And yeah, stay engaged in your audience. Look at your audience. avoid your trolls. Don't even pay attention to them. A lot of them just there for just because they have, I'm not trying to be mean, but probably just have no life. They're just
Yeah.
out there critiquing everybody else, but they don't have content of their own. So, what does that tell you? You're doing something right.
Yeah. Engagement is engagement, whether it's a like or a dislike. Kai
Correct.
Creative said, I've got a £10,000 work. So I've got 10,000 worth of camera gear and I still just using my iPhone 15 Pro these days.
No, yeah, very true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
we have
true.
our camera, but this is like sometimes we're just on the go and use this, and it
Yeah.
works perfectly. Your cell phone is your best tool.
And were you using your mobile phone when you did the
short?
birthday for your
Yeah.
That's
I did the
crazy,
mobile.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. It's interesting. The title of this video or this live was about the dangers of being viral, because I wanted to explain that we all want to have that big video and or thing to go viral, this and the other, but the dangers are that if you go viral for the wrong thing,
Right.
if you go viral for the wrong thing, it's very hard to change the audience from wanting something else.
Right.
And so it's almost like, please let me go viral with what I'm actually into. Please go
Yes.
viral because of my, I've got a cooking channel and I want it to
Yes.
go viral because I do cooking.
Right.
Because
Right.
then you almost get the double whammy. You
Right.
get to go viral in the field that you love.
Yes.
And you may not ever recreate it. And then there's a danger. Obviously, there's dangers that, it's very hard to top a viral video unless you end up producing another viral video.
Right.
There is obviously don't get me wrong. The fact that you have had videos that have got 500,000 and 52 million says to me that your channel could quite easily explode again, because it's definitely there. You've got the audience now, you've got the ability. It's just the long form stuff. It's just not you, baby. You're just not long form.
Yep, not long form. Yeah.
Well, not on
And
this
then,
channel, but you
not
could
this
be on
channel.
another one.
Right. Right. And then
You could be on another one.
I just wish we realized that sooner. And then,
But like you said, you got all of these things too quickly, as it were.
right.
My grandmother used to say to me, oh, I've got to remember it now. I think it's in Proverbs, and it talks about something like an inheritance. If you get I can't remember what it is now, but it's something about if you get your inheritance too early, it's not a blessing in the end. It's along those lines. I can't remember now, but my grandmother used to always say that to me, because sometimes you get something and you think, oh, this is amazing, it's great, it's fantastic, but in the long run, it might not be a blessing. It might be a curse.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very true.
And that does happen. And obviously, if you get something if you run too fast, you might miss something.
Yes.
If you run too far, you miss it. You were given the keys to the kingdom. You literally were given this massive video, but the infrastructure wasn't there because you were babes.
Yes.
And I suppose that's going to be what we get from this, is that as much as it's great to go viral, it's really dangerous for your channel if you go viral in the niche that you don't like, and you haven't learned what you need to do next to take it to the next level. I do my very, very best to keep my live streams to 1 hour, and we have hit the 1 hour mark. That has gone so quick. That really has gone.
I didn't realize that.
That has gone so quickly. Are there any concluding comments that you'd like to leave before we end this stream?
Honestly, we're glad to be back. Glad to to branch out, to restructure with the knowledge. We love seeing a lot of growth. So we would definitely be I can say we'd definitely be a lot more aggressive when it comes down to, you know, having a YouTube mindset, you know, in the most funnest way, you know, and understanding it better now. I believe when we were going through our growth, we had a lot on our shoulders to learn and understand it. We didn't know it. We did not know it. So with our mindset we have now, branching the channels, doing what we do, it's going to be 10 times more fun. So
that's good though, isn't it?
yeah,
But you've learned, you've gone through the rocky period,
yes,
but now you can actually make the content that you love.
yes,
You haven't got to worry about, you know, getting it right, because you've done it. You've proven to yourself you know how to do it right anyway.
right.
And I'm looking forward to seeing your new channel grow. I still recommend people to go and join, check out the content at R&A Legacy. If you like it, subscribe to the channel, and check out their videos. If you like what you see today in this live stream, please consider subscribing to my channel and helping me grow, because unlike R&A Legacy there, I am a small channel. But you know what? I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I'm really, really looking forward to having some amazing content creators on the show, being able to interview them. If you think that you would like to be here, please holler at me, because I would absolutely love to have you on there, interviewing you. Amazing stuff. I feel like I'm back in 2020 listening to this live stream. Yes. I'm really glad to be back, and I hope so much that obviously we're going to get some amazing people on here. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You were with Mr. Johnny 25 and Rey of R&A Legacy. That was an absolutely great show, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you all in the next one. Have a lovely week ahead of you. Take care.
Thank
Stay
you
safe.
guys. You guys have a good
Peace.
one. Peace.